Well, good morning, church. How many of you remember that 60s program, The Invisible Man? You couldn't see him unless he was wrapped up because otherwise, obviously, he was invisible. But I think the opposite's happening today. We're going out dressed up like this and we're making ourselves invisible, unattainable, and unsociable, even though it's for our own safety. Another bad head day. It's me, good morning, it's Shirley. And I was just thinking about self-isolation, incarceration, and how social interaction has come to a halt and how we're missing it. So I want to encourage you today with some affirmations and proclamation. You know, when I was 63, I was made redundant and I battled to even get an interview and was praying over the situation. And my wonderful son and daughter-in-law in Australia said, "Don't worry, come over and live with us. We'll take care of you." Well, it was wonderful. They live in beautiful Harvey Bay, right on the beach, and there was a swimming pool and sauna and jacuzzi. It was absolutely wonderful, sun and sea and sand, and I was going to have a great retirement. Well, I thought I'd do a couple of hours volunteer work to make myself useful and to keep myself occupied. And so I applied and I went to work at the local church that I joined and at the local Christian radio station. Well, I was going to do a couple of hours a week. Well, that turned into a couple of days, that turned into full time, because God had other plans for me. He had a plan and a purpose, even though I was far away from where I thought I would be. And I ended up being a PR manager. I was on the committee and I had a radio show on a Friday morning. I had a little spot there that I used to broadcast. And I was surprised to hear that a great part of our listeners, the number of listeners, were incarcerated. There was quite a large prison outside of the town. And the Christian radio station was their station of preference because it gave them hope. So I decided on my slot on a Friday morning, I would do a declaration and a promise. So I thought that as we were semi-incarcerated, it might help us as well. So here's my declaration for the day. I'll just put my eyes on. I've got these wonderful glass holders. Look, looks lovely like that. Looks like a necklace. But when I put them on, I realise I look like I've got fishing lines hanging off my ears, but never mind. So here's what I wanted to read out today for us. This is from Joel Osteen. "I declare I have a sound mind filled with good thoughts, not thoughts of defeat. By faith I am well able, I am anointed, I am equipped, I am empowered. My thoughts are guided by God's word every day. No obstacle can defeat me because my mind is programmed for victory." This is my declaration. So if we go through a few verses, I declare I have a sound mind filled with good thoughts, not thoughts of defeat. Well, you know, when we feel defeated, our heads are down, our shoulders are slumped. But God says, you, O Lord, are a shield for me. You are my glory and the lifter of my head. And in Colossians it says, I have made you worthy. So keep those heads lifted because we are not filled with thoughts of defeat. By faith I'm well able. Luke 10 verse 19. Behold, I've given you authority and power to trample upon serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall harm you in any way. I am anointed. Isaiah 61 verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord has anointed me. Hebrews 1 verse 9. Your God has anointed you with the oil of exaltation and joy. I am equipped. His intention was the perfecting and the full equipping of the saints. And in 2 Timothy 3 verse 17, so that the man of God may be complete and proficient, well fitted and thoroughly equipped for every good work. So we don't just have a bit of PPE, we have full armour provided to us by God. I am empowered. Greater is he that is in you in you than he that is in the world. That's always a little wonderful little verse to keep in your mind. My thoughts are guided by God's word every day, and that's why we read the Bible. It replenishes and refreshes us. It gives us joy, it gives us peace, it gives us hope, and it guides us along the right path. No obstacle can defeat me because my mind is programmed for victory. Psalm 28 verse 7. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in, relies on, and confidently leans on him. This is my declaration. Well, church, let's put our faith above our feelings and let's be a light. Let's not keep those masks on. And you know, when I go outside and I see people in masks and sunglasses when it's sunny, it's hard to read their expressions. It doesn't mean they look distant. They look as if they've got a barrier up between you and them. But you know, we don't know what they're feeling. So I always give a little wave and a hello and a good morning and a smile. And people do respond. And I think people are out there that they're looking for some interaction. So let us be the one that shines the light on them. If you need prayer or you just want to make contact with somebody, please give us a call at the church or email hello@cityfaith.co.uk. And remember that we're meeting by Zoom. We're seeing each other and at the Connect groups. So all details of those are online as well. Can't wait to meet with you all again and catch up with everybody. God bless.